characters from parents to their offspring during reproduction. And a gene is the unit of inheritance of heredity. Now there are the genes that control the same character of organism, and it can be of two types, dominant and recessive. The gene which will decide the appearance of organism even in the presence of alternative gene, that is known as a dominant gene. Here we can use the term heterozygous condition also. Heterozygous means one is the dominant and other is the recessive. The gene which can decide the appearance of organism only in the presence of other identical gene is called a recessive gene. And the dominant gene is represented by a capital letter, whereas a recessive gene is represented by the same letter in small. For example, if I say the height character, tallness is represented by capital T, and the recessive gene for dwarfness is represented by small t. Now we will discuss the two terms, that is genotype and phenotype. Genotype is the description of gene present in organism, and phenotype is the characteristic or trait which is visible to us. Genotype is only the genetic makeup, internal makeup, we cannot see it. But yes, definitely phenotype are the external character or the traits which are visible in us. For example, tall or dwarf. Then the first scientist who made a systematic study of pattern of inheritance was Mendel, and it involved the transfer of character from parents to their offspring. And there was a reason that he chose the pea plant, that is Pisum sativum, because there were the reason the pea plant have variation of many traits. First was tall and dwarf plant, green and yellow seed, round and wrinkled seed. The pea plants are self-pollinating as well as they can be cross-pollinated. They have short lifespan and can be grown easily. Now the again two definitions come, they are important. First filial generation, that is F1 generation, and second filial generation, F2 generation. So let us discuss F1 generation first. When two parents cross to produce their offspring, then the offspring are called F1 generation. When the F1 generation plant cross among themselves to produce the offspring, then they are known as F2 generation. Here we will take up the example of monohybrid cross today. So Mendel, he gave two laws of inheritance. So the first one we will discuss today. This is very important, students. Please pay attention. Along with the chart we will do this. So he selected pea plants having a pair of character. One was homozygous tall pea plant and the other was homozygous short pea plant. He selected the pure lines. Then he cross-pollinated and obtained all the plants tall in first generation. Here you can see capital T and small t in the first generation, that show that in the heterozygous condition, tallness is showing. When the first generation plants were self-pollinated, he obtained all tall and dwarf plant, and the ratio came out to be 3:1 in the second generation. Now here the ratio of pure tall and hybrid and pure dwarf was in the ratio 1:2:1. And the trait that was expressed in F1 generation is called dominant, and the trait that came up in the F1 generation was suppressed or did not show itself was the recessive trait. These are given in your NCERT book as well. Again, take up the example with the help of this diagram. A short pea plant is there and a tall pea plant. So in the first generation, all tall pea plants are formed, and when they are crossbred, then three tall and one short plant came up. If we take the example of flower, then when the purple and white were cross fertilized, in the F1 generation, all were purple. And when self fertilization was done, was the purple flower, then it came out to be in the ratio of 3 purple and 1 white. Again, if we repeat the work with the wrinkled and round seed, that in the first filial generation all were round because round was the dominant character. Whereas in the second filial generation, F2 generation, when selfing was done of the F1, it came out to be 3/4 were round and 1/4 were wrinkled. That again means 3:1. So what outcome was there because of this experiment of Mendel? He said that only dominant gene will express itself. irrespective of recessive gene. Dominant gene, if it is present in heterozygous condition, then it will express. And the recessive gene, which is keeping suppressed in most of the cross, can only express itself when it is in homozygous condition. For example, small t will give rise to a small dwarf plant. Again, when it is cross fertilization, then between the flower, then small w will give rise to a white flower, and small r and small r will give rise to a wrinkled seed. So today we have discussed the topic till the monohybrid cross of the Mendel, where he is taking only one general character of the plant. And the next topic we will take later on. Have a good day.